Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Kansas City Packers baseball. This is a national pastime on WAPBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. Today we're wired here from Kansas City, where the Terrapins will meet the hometown Packers before a hostile crowd. The Packers come into this game in last place. Well, they're 5.5 games back in the league. Well, they're 5th in batting at .262. They could use a lift with 7 losses in their last 10 games. Although they did win their last game, overall they now stand at 3-8. Game number 3 of 4 here in Kansas City. The Packers have won 1 and lost 1. The Packers take the field here in the first. Schendel has set his opening slate. Stovall at first base. Kenworthy at second. Goodwin, the shortstop. Herring at third. The outfield consists of Kruger in left field, Chadburn in center field, and Gilmore over in right. Easterly is behind the plate and warming up in the pen now for Kansas City. Harris, who comes from the right side. This is Harris' third start of the season. His record 0-2. He's coming off 2 losses. Ben has worked 11. His ERA a hefty 14.73. He will be facing Terrapins starter right-hander Quinn. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Meyer to lead it off for the Terrapins. That's right. Benny is sizzling so far. His 19 hits put him at 388. He has 5 RBIs. Benny with extra base hits in each of his last 5 games. Harris prepared to work. The pitch. Meyer nubs it in front of home. Easterly pounces on it. Drops it. Picks it up again and makes the throw to first. In time. 1 away. Now at bat, Zen. Guy can be dangerous so far at the plate. 2 for 12. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked twice. He's stolen 1 base. Easterly sets up. The pitch. Zen laces it into the gap in right. It's a tweener to the wall. And Zen pulls into second base standing up. Here's Walsh. 1 gone. Zen on at second. So far this season, his average at .429. He has 2 RBIs. He has stolen 1 base and been caught 3 times. He's walked twice in his 46 trips. Guy at second has great speed. Batter Walsh. Jimmy on a bench. Now hit safely in 10 consecutive games. Harris on the rubber. Jaw tightens as he gets a sign. Now Harris ready. Zen stretches his lead off second. Harris now. Chopper back to the mound. Harris scoops it up. Looks Zen back to second. Now he throws to first. And that's the second out. Zen holds. Two down. First inning. 1 on. Here's left-handed Duncan to take his swings. On the season, hitting at .243. He has 2 RBIs. 4 walks in his 47 trips. Duncan now ready. Right-hander Harris ready. Zen edges a bit more off second. He wheels and deals. Another wide one. Ball 4, and Duncan heads down to first, setting up the force. Swasina is stepping up to hit against Harris. Runners at first and second. 2 down, no score. His average at .289. He has 6 RBIs. He has yet to walk. Harris climbs the mound. Harris stares in for the sign. Checks Zen at second. Now the pitch. It's a shot to left center. Base hit. Kruger is racing over. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Zen is well around third. Duncan is rounding second. They're waving Zen in. Zen scores. They're holding Duncan with second as the throw comes into second. So the single drives in one, and the Terrapins go ahead by a run, 1-0 here in the first. That gives Swasina 7 RBI on the season. 2 on, first and second. 2 gone. The next Terrapins. Batter is Doolin. Some success so far, hitting a solid .310. He's been on a run. He's queued up 7 games with a hit. Harris prepared to work. The pitch. Ground ball to Perring. He's up with it. The long throw to first. And he fires it right back. Throw ball. Duncan scores easily. Swasina is around second. He'll make third. And Doolin has to settle for 1 as the ball is returned to the infield. He never made the turn. Perring picks up an error. It's now 2-0 ball game. 2 down, 2 on, first and third for Baltimore. Next up, Russell. He's an occasional hitter to date. 2 for 7. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked once. Easterly set. Swasina with a good lead off third. The delivery from Harris taken for a strike. And the steal is on. Doolin stealing second. Easterly guns it down. And he's out. Late slide. And they get out of the inning. 3 down. For the Terrapins, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. They leave 1. So they have 2 in the bank. Terrapins, 2. Packers coming up. For the Terrapins, their record now, 5-6. The Terrapins come into this game in 5th place. In the league, let's see. They enter this game second best in batting at .299, 4th. In runs, number 2. In slugging, 4th. In steals with 7. Second in on-base percentage. They're 3.5 games back. The Terrapins take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Terrapins. Swasina at first base. Lober at second. Doolin the shortstop. Walsh at third. The trio in the outfield. In left is Meyer. And center, Zen. And over in right, Duncan. Russell is behind the plate. And on the mound for the Terrapins, the right-handed Quinn. This is Quinn's 4th start of the season. 2 wins. 1 loss. He's coming off 2 wins. Jack has worked 26 innings. His ERA at 2.08. Here's Chadburn to lead it off. He's a lefty. On the season, carrying a .277 average, Chet has 2 steals in 4 tries. He's walked 6 times in his 53 trips. Showing the pitchers no mercy. He's hammered together a 7-game hit streak. Chadburn in the box. Quinn gets set to work on him. He comes home. Base hit right field. Duncan takes it on 1 bounce, and Chadburn is on with a single. That extends the streak. He's hit in 8 straight games. Next batter, Easterly. That batting average speaks for itself. Batting .442. He has 4 RBIs. Batter Easterly. Everything's been clicking for Ted. He's collected a hit in 8 straight games. Quinn prepares to come home. The pitch. Swung on, grounded hard to short. Off his chest. He picks it up. Throws quickly to first for out number 1. Chadburn moves up. Kenworthy walks up. The switch hitter will bat left-handed, hitting third. For Kansas City, Chadburn on at second. 1 down. On the year, his average is .302. He has 7 RBIs. He's walked once in his 49 trips. Kenworthy steps up to the plate. Quinn prepared to work. Chadburn extending his lead. The pitch. Slow chopper toward Doolan. He charges it. Surrounds it. Juggles it. He'll go to first. 2 away. And Chadburn moves to third. 1 on. Stovall to hit. So far at the plate, his average at .256. He has 5 RBIs. He's walked 5 times in his 48 trips. Catcher ready. Chadburn at third with his arms out, crouched. He wheels and deals. Grounded hard wide of third. This should do it. Walsh feels it, fires to first. And they get him. Lovely play. That's 3 away. For the Packers, no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. We've played 1. Packers still down by 2. Bottom of the lineup, Russell, Lobert, and Quinn coming up. Well, here's Russell to lead it off. He's a left-handed batter. Uncertain at the plate. To date, at bat, 2 hits in 8 trips. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked once. Harvey waits. Easterly crouched down now. Harris to the wind. Russell hits it 9 miles. Foul ball. Strike 1. Russell stands in again. Harris gets set to pitch. The pitch. Wrapped back to the mound, and he spears it. Over to first, and Russell is retired. Lobert up to bat. Lobert not strong at the plate. This is his 4th game. So far, 0 for 5. Harris ready. The offering from Harris. Routine grounded to second. Kenworthy scoops it. Flips to first. 2 away. Well, 2 away. Here's a pitcher, Quinn. Offensively this season, Quinn has managed 4 hits in 8 at-bats. He's homered once and walked twice. Pitcher Harris set to go. Harris brings it. Grounded to Kenworthy. He scoops it up. Flips to first. 3 away. The Packers retire the side in order. Packers still with a 2-run deficit. Herring, Kruger, and Gilmore due up for Kansas City. To get it going, Herring. He's off to a good start. Now batting .325 in 45 trips. He has 6 RBIs. Quinn will go to work on him. The pitch. Bloop to second. Just out of reach. Herring rounds first and holds. He's on with a single. Now coming to bat for the Packers, Kruger. He's been struggling so far, batting .171. Catcher ready. They start the runner. Here's the pitch. It's lifted high to shallow left. Meyer running in. He's under it. And makes the catch. 1 down. Herring scampers back to first. All right, Gilmore up to bat. Herring on first, 1 out. On the season, his average at .200. He has 4 RBIs. He has walked once. Russell crouched down now. And Herring takes off. Quinn brings it. It's roped hard to right. Into the corner. Duncan's after it. Herring is digging. He's around third. Coming down the line. He'll score. The throw into second. Not in time. And Gilmore is in standing with a double. So the double scores 1, and the Packers is sneaking up on the Terrapins. They are within 1. Score now 2-1. Runner on second, 1 down. Kansas City now sends Goodwin to bat, hitting from the left side. So far at the plate, hitting 184. He has 5 RBIs. He's walked once in his 40 trips. Goodwin stands in. Quinn on the rubber. Catcher ready. Speedy Gilmore edging toward third. Quinn rocks and fires. Popped high to the left side. Walsh drifts back. He stabs for it and makes the catch for out number 2. And Gilmore holds at second. 1 on, the bottom of the second inning. Next up, pitcher Harris. On the season, he's 2 for 4 and walked once. Batter waits. Quinn looking in at the target. Speedy Gilmore edging toward third. The pitch comes in. Harris lunges at it. That's 3 away. For the Packers, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1. They score, but still trail by 1. The score now stands 2-1. Terrapins. Baltimore now will send out the top of the order. Meyer, Zen, and Walsh. Okay. Meyer to lead it off for the Terrapins. On the league leaderboards, he's 8 in hitting. His average now at .380. Tied for second in hits with 19. Harris looking in at the target. Here comes a pitch. Base hit center field. Chadburn is over. Scoops it up, and Meyer holds first for the single. Zen to face Harris. Harris steps off to bring Meyer back to the bag. Now he's back on the rubber, still eyeing Meyer. Pitcher Harris set to go. First baseman Stovall holding the runner on. And Meyer takes off. Harris delivers. Line toward third. Base hit. Kruger is racing to the line. Meyer is digging around third. They're waving him home. He'll score. Zen stops at second. As the throw comes in, double and an RBI. So a run scores on the Zen double, and the Terrapins now lead 3-1. Okay, Walsh the hit. For Baltimore. Zen on second, no outs. He entered this game 5th in batting average. His average now at .419. Easterly set. Zen extending his lead. A skyscraper to left. Kruger roams over. He turns left. And he stabs at the ball and has it. Zen is tagging, but they'll hold him there as the ball is returned to the infield. Duncan is out to take his hacks. He hits from the left. He's their cleanup hitter. 1 out. Runner on second for Baltimore. In the league, he's leading in sacrifices with 4. Batter set. Easterly ready to receive. Zen now with an aggressive lead. Here's a pitch. Check swing. Strike 3. And it jumps out of the catcher's mitt. Duncan races down the line. Easterly scrambles. The throw. Safe at first. And Zen moves to third. Score that a pass ball on Easterly. Next up, Swasina. The Terrapins have 1 out. Zen at third. Duncan at first. Harry has driven home 7 runs for the season. He almost always puts the ball into play. Swasina settles himself in the box. Easterly set. Packers playing for the double play. Harris watching Zen at third. The pitch. There's a high fly by Swasina. Chadburn on the run toward the gap in left. On the run. The ball is tailing away from him, and he snares it. He stayed with that ball beautifully. Zen is tagging. They're waving Zen in. Here comes the throw. And he's out. He missed the plate. Oh, those Packers. They nip him trying to score. The coach was waving him on with 2 outs. He streaked down the line, and they finished his story at the front door. That'll do it for Baltimore. A run on 2 hits, 1 left. They add a little padding. The score now stands 3-1. Terrapins as we head for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Kansas City now will send out the top of the order. Chadburn, Easterly, and Kenworthy. Here's Chadburn to lead it off. Left-handed hitter to face Quinn. Chadburn can get on for you. Came in with a .358 on base average. Batter facing Quinn. Right-hander Quinn. Ready. Quinn brings it to the plate. Ground ball to Swasina. Right between his legs. Chadburn is digging. Swasina is after the ball. Picks it up. And he has no play. Chadburn ends up at second. That's a 2-base error. E3. Nobody out. 3rd inning. 1 on. Now Easterly to face Quinn. In the league, he's 3rd in batting average. His average now at .432. 3rd in on-base percentage. Tied for 2nd in hits with 19. Quinn gets set to pitch. Chadburn moves another step away from 2nd. Quinn over the offering. Swung on. Softly hit line to center. Here comes Zen. He makes the running catch. Steals a hit from Easterly. Chadburn held up, and now he tags. But the coach flashes a stop sign as the ball is returned to the infield. Kenworthy gets set to face Quinn. He'll bat from the left this time. Chadburn on at 2nd, 1 away. He entered this game leading in doubles with 7. Kenworthy settles himself in the box. Quinn looking in at the target. Speedy Chadburn edging toward 3rd. He delivers. Hard ground ball behind 1st. Swasina stabs it. He flips to Quinn, covering. They just get him. 2 down. And Chadburn moves to 3rd. 2 gone. 3rd inning. 1 on. Stovall comes out to face Quinn. Bats right. He's their cleanup hitter. Batter set. Quinn gets set to pitch. Chadburn at 3rd with his arms out, crouched. The pitch. Slow roller toward 3rd. Walsh feels it. Throws. And the side is retired. That'll do it for Kansas City. No runs on no hits. 1 miscue for the Terrapins. 1 left. They had a chance but could not convert. The score is still 3-1. Baltimore. As we go to the top of the 4th inning. For Baltimore. Here in the 4th. Doolin, Russell, and Lobert. Here's Doolin to lead it off. And he hacks from the right. Doolin gets in there. Harris looking in. And now the pitch. Swung on. Routine fly to left field. Kruger drifts over. He's under it. Lowers the glove. And he covers it. 1 down. One out. 4th inning. Left-handed hitter Russell gets set to bat against Harris. Russell stands in. Pitcher Harris eyeing Russell. Now he's ready. Now the delivery. Russell slaps one to the right side. Stovall moves for it, and he spears it. Waves off Harris, and he steps on first for the out. 2 away. Lobert, the hit for the Terrapins. Bats right. 2 outs. Batter facing Harris. Harris prepares to come home. He lets it go. Lobert cuts at it. A scribber off the end of the bat, hugging the third base line. Herring lets it roll, but the ball refuses to go foul, and it's a base hit. It looked like a line drive in the box score, and that's his first hit this season. Now coming to bat for the Terrapins, Quinn. Catcher ready. He lets one go. Bouncer to Kenworthy. He flips the Goodwin at second, and they get him. Side retired. The half for the Terrapins. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. The score still stands 3-1. Packers down as we head for the bottom of the 4th inning. The Packers will have Herring, Kruger, and Gilmore here in the 4th. Herring to lead it off for the Packers. Bats from the right. Herring takes his stance. Russell sets up. Quinn comes home. It's grounded into the hole. Scooped by Doolin. Thrown on to first. It's in the dirt. Spacina can't dig it out, and he's safe at first. And they give Herring the hit. That's Herring's second hit of the game. Now coming up, Kruger. Batter set. Quinn gets set to pitch. Herring 2 full strides off first. Herring is off with the pitch. He brings it home. Line toward short. Doolin leaps. He's got it, but he falls down. Now he's up. The throw to first. But Herring is back in time. Doolin really climbed the ladder to get to that liner. 1 away. One away. Runner on first. Left-sided Gilmore will bat next for Kansas City. Russell set. The pitch from Quinn. Gilmore waves at it. Strike. And Herring takes off to second. Russell guns it down. The photo finish. Herring racks up a stolen base. That's his second steal of the season. Gilmore ready to take on Quinn again. Russell ready to receive. Herring moves another step away from second. The pitch. Gilmore squares. It's bunted to the first base side. Spacina picks it up. Looks at third. And goes to Lobert, covering first for the easy out. Gilmore sacrifices. Herring moves to third. One on. Next up, Goodwin. Goodwin steadies his bat. Quinn prepares to come home. Quinn looks at Herring. Back to third. Quinn comes home. Swung on. Grounded hard toward Doolin. It's by him into left. Herring scores. Goodwin holds first with a single. So Goodwin with a ribby single, and the Packers get one back, trimming the lead to 1. The fans want more. That gives Goodwin 6 RBI on the season. One on, the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitcher Harris to hit. Quinn focuses in on the target. Quinn kicks and delivers. Harris swings. This one will get a lot of airtime. Meyer gives chase. Going back, he one-hands it for the out for the third out. That'll do it for Kansas City. A run on 2 hits, 1 left. They score. but still trailed by 1. Packers down 3-2. They are getting a lesson in how to play this game. Top of the order here for Baltimore. In the 5th, Meyer, Zen, and Walsh. Here's Meyer to lead it off. Now hitting at .392. Harris ready. Here's the delivery. He pops him up back of second. Kenworthy settles under it. Piece of cake. 1 away. Zen is now up. Decent power. Zen in the box. Harris gets set to pitch. Harris now. Zen lashes one to right. It falls, and Zen is on with a single. 3rd, safety for Zen. Next to bat for Baltimore is Walsh from the right. For Baltimore, 1 gone. Zen on at first. He's hitting .409. Zen stretches his lead. Pitcher Harris set to go. Space on the right. Zen leading off. The pitch comes in low. Zen is trying for the steal. Great jump. Easterly turns it around fast. And he slides in safely. That's his 2nd steal of the season. Walsh ready to take on Harris again. Harris is on the slab. Checks Zen at 2nd. Zen stretching his lead. And the pitch comes in. Swung on. Base hit left field. Kruger is after it. Toward the gap. Rounding 3rd. Zen. The throw comes into Perring. And they're holding Zen at 3rd. Duncan gets set to face Harris. Batting left. Terrapins with runners at 1st and 3rd. 1 away. Hitting .237. Tough to strike out. Harris comes set. Infielders back. Zen at 3rd with his arms out. Crouched. The offering to Duncan. Wrapped back to the mound. Harris grabs it. He looks at 3rd. Throws over to 1st. And gets him. And that's out number 2. Walsh moves to 2nd on the play. The Terrapins have Zen at 3rd. Walsh at 2nd. 2 away. The top of the 5th inning. We have Swasina coming up to hit. He hits from the right. Now batting .298. He has a single already. Harris bends for the Rosenbag. Harry stands in. Now ready. Pitcher Harris set to go. The runners take their lead. Harris over the offering. Hammered to right. Gilmore is after it and takes it on the bounce. 1 run scores. Walsh is racing around 3rd. He's headed for the plate. Here comes a throw home. Stovall cuts it to 2nd. And they get Swasina out at 2nd. But 2 runs score. Score without a single for Swasina. So the single drives in 2, and the Terrapins now lead 5-2. That gives Swasina 9 RBI on the season. For the Terrapins, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. So the Terrapins now with a safer margin. The score now stands 5-2. Terrapins as we head for the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order here for Kansas City in the 5th. Chadburn, Easterly, and Kenworthy. Chadburn leading it off. Hitting .286. Chet steps up. Right-hander Quinn ready. Quinn fires it in. High fly ball to center. Zen drifts back. He's at the warning track. Taps the glove and brings it down. 1 away. For Kansas City. Nobody on. 1 away. Kansas City now sends Easterly to bat, hitting from the left side. He'll wait for his pitch. Pitcher Quinn set to go. Quinn to the wind. A skyscraper to deep left. Meyer races back. He turns left, and he stabs at the ball and has it. And that's the second out. Here's Kenworthy coming to the plate. Kenworthy is hitless in 2 at-bats. Quinn is ready to fire it in. Quinn into the wind. Swung on, poked to right. Base hit. Duncan gets in front of it. Fields it cleanly. Kenworthy rounds first and holds. He's on with a single. Okay, 2 outs. Kenworthy on first. We have Stovall coming up to hit. He's their cleanup hitter. Hitting at .244. Pitcher Quinn eyeing Stovall. Now he's ready. Kenworthy bluffs going. The pitch. Stovall bruises one. Heading for the gap in left center. But Meyer flags it down on the first bounce. Kenworthy is around second. But the coach flashes the stop sign, and he puts on the brakes. As the throw comes in, a pair of singles for Kansas City. Here's Herring, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. He's hitting .357. On the season, Herring has 6 runs batted in. He's already delivered 2 hits in the game. Quinn sets up on the rubber again. Checks Kenworthy at second. Quinn kicks and deals. Slice down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, it's in play. Duncan's after it. Kenworthy scores. Stovall is around third. They're waving Stovall in. Doolin will relay. And he scores. Herring holds second with a double. As the throw comes back in, the tying run is now at second base. So the double scores 2, and the Packers is sneaking up on the Terrapins. They are within 1. Score now 5-4. That gives Herring a RBI on the season. Kruger comes out to face Quinn. Bats right. For Kansas City. Herring on second. 2 away. Hart has done nothing in 2 trips. Deft-footed Herring at second. Knock him in, and that knots it. Quinn wipes sweat from his hands. Kruger steps up to the plate. Turns his shoulder in. Leans in. Quinn is on the slab. Checks Herring at second. Herring edges a bit more off second. He comes home, paints the black. Strike 3 call. 3 down. The half for the Packers. 2, 3, and 0. They leave 1. They do some damage, and now they trail by only 1. The score now stands 5-4. Packers trail. For Baltimore, here in the 6th, Doolin, Russell, and Lobert. Doolin to lead it off. Batting .295. Doolin takes his stance. Harris will go to work on him. Harris brings it home. Doolin hits a comebacker. Harris knocks it down, barehands it, and throws to first. Close play. And the ump calls Doolin out. Russell's up. Rarely shows power. Batter set. Harris ready. He brings it home. He swings. It's a fly ball to the gap in right. Chadburn is racing over. So is Gilmore. It drops in for a hit, and he will make second easily. A double for Russell. For Russell, his first double of the season. 1 down, 6th inning, 1 on. Here's Lobert. Lobert has a hit in 2 at-bats. Terrapins need insurance. Harris put on the rubber. Harris gets set to pitch. Harris turns and fakes a throw to second. Russell hits the dirt. He'll have to brush off a bit. Now Harris is set again. Here's a pitch. Lobert tops the ball. It bounces to the left side and through. Rounding third, Russell. The throw comes into pairing, and they're holding Russell at third. Two on, the top of the sixth inning. Here's a pitcher, Quinn. Batter ready. Harris focuses in on the target. Infield back at double play depth. Russell down the line some at third. Here's the delivery. Swung on, bouncer to Kenworthy. Goes to second for one. Back to first for two. Double play. And they get out of the inning. For the Terrapins, no runs on two hits, one left. So the Terrapins fail to capitalize on the runner. The score is still 5-4. Baltimore. As we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Quinn will now face the bottom of the Packers lineup. Gilmore, Goodwin, and Harris coming up. Gilmore leading it off. Grover waits. Pitcher Quinn eyeing Gilmore. Now he's ready. Here's the delivery. Hot smash to Glover. Takes it on one hop. Over to Spacina at first. And there's one away. Goodwin is the next hitter. You don't see Pep on much. Right-handed Quinn goes to the set position. The pitch to Goodwin. Chopper back to the mound. Quinn up with it. Flips to first for the out. Here's a pitcher. Harris, two gone. Ben ready. Quinn ready. The pitch. A skyscraper to deep left. Meyer races back. He turns left. And he stabs at the ball and has it for the third out. So the Packers go in order. The score still stands 5-4. Packers down as we head for the top of the seventh inning. We're at the head of the order for the Terrapins. Harris will face Meyer, Zen, and Walsh. Here's Meyer to start it off. He swings from the right. Now batting .385. Right-handed Harris goes to the set position. He lets one go. Slice towards second, and he's got it. Kenworthy grabs a liner, and Meyer is gone for out number one. Zen walking up the bat. Not a lot of power. Zen in the box. Harris looking in. He cranks and fires. Zen slaps it on the ground toward right. This one has eyes. Right between Kenworthy and Stovall for a base hit. Zen couldn't have thrown it in a better spot. Fourth. Safety for Zen. Walsh to face Harris. Batting a meager .422. Zen pawing the ground at first. Harris prepares to come home. The pitch. Just inside. Zen is trying for the steal. Easterly with a quick release. The slide. He hooks the bag and eludes the tag. That's his third steal of the season. And that's the Terrapins' second stolen base in this game. Walsh ready to take on Harris again. Harris on the rubber. Eyes locked in on Easterly for the sign. The left-handed hitter, Duncan, on deck. Righty against righty. Right-hander Harris ready. Zen moves another step away from second. The pitch. It's deep to center. Over Chadburn's head. Bounces at the base of the wall. Zen is headed home. He'll score. Left field is chasing down the ball. Walsh is digging for third. Here comes a throw. And he's safe. Under the tag. Triple and an RBI. So they score 1 on a triple, and the Terrapins now lead 6-4. That gives Walsh 3 RBI on the season. 1 on. Duncan will bat next for Baltimore. He's their cleanup hitter, hitting at .231. He'll work the count. He now has 5 strikeouts in 50 trips. The batter stands in. Easterly sets up. Infield deep. Walsh with a good lead off third. The pitch. Smashed down the line. Stovall dives. And he's got it. He's on his feet. Waves off Harris, and he tags the bag for the out. 2 gone. Walsh has to hold third. Lovely play. One on. The top of the 7th inning. Swasina the hit. He's hitting .312. Swasina settles himself in the box. Harris prepares to come home. Walsh takes his lead at third. Now the pitch. Hit to straightaway center field. Plenty of room. Chadbourne moves under it and takes it in. And that retires the side. For the Terrapins, a run on 2 hits. 1 left. They add a little insurance. Packers trailing 6-4, and we'll go to the home half. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 strike you out at the old ball game.
We're at the head of the order for the Packers. Quinn will face Chadbourne, Easterly, and Kenworthy. Chadbourne will get it started for the Packers, hitting from the left side. He stands in. Russell ready to receive. Quinn into the wind. Yanked towards second. Lobert feels it. He flips to first. High throw. His foot was off the bag. And Chadbourne is safe at first. Lobert picks up an error. And that's the second error for the Terrapins. Easterly, bat in hand. Easterly is 0 for 3. Quinn looking in at the target. The pitch comes in. Easterly waves at it. Strike. And Chadbourne takes off. Russell throws. The slide. Safe. The hand got in. That's his 3rd steal of the season for Kansas City. Their 2nd stolen base in this game. Easterly stands in again. Catcher Russell sets his target. Chadbourne stretches his lead off second. Pitcher steps off. Now Quinn is set again. Quick move to the plate. Easterly squares. It's bunted to the first base side. Swasina picks it up. Looks at third. And goes to Lobert, covering first for the easy out. Easterly gets the job done. Chadbourne moves to third. One down, 7th inning, 1 on. Kenworthy's up. He had a hit earlier. He's hitting .304. He can be fanned. So far, he's struck out 7 times in 46 at bats. Pitcher Quinn set to go. Infield deep. Quinn watching Chadbourne at third. Quinn to the wind. Punch to the left side. Doolin is over. Pebble bounce. Oh, he caught it backhanded. Throws to first. And that's the 2nd out. Chadbourne has to hold third. Terrific play. The Packers have 2 outs. Runner third. Stovall up to hit. He had a hit earlier. His average now at 261. Stovall steadies his bat. Pitcher Quinn eyeing Stovall. Now he's ready. Chadbourne at third with his arms out, crouched. Quinn comes to him, punched back to the mound. Quinn dives and catches it in the air for the final out. For the Packers, no runs, no hits, and one Terrapins error. They leave one. They had a chance but could not convert. The score still 6-4. Packers trail. The Terrapins will have Doolin, Russell, and Lobert here in the 8th. Doolin will start it off here in the 8th. A right-sider. Right-hander Harris ready. And the pitch comes in. Hit to straightaway center field. It's playable. Chadbourne moves under it and takes it in. One away. Okay, one gone. Here's Russell. In the box now. Harris will go to work on him. Here's the pitch. Russell dribbles it to a third. Herring will have to hurry. The snap throw to first in time to retire Russell for out number 2. Well, here's Lobert to take his swings. For Baltimore, base is empty. 2 away. Lobert 2 for 3. Right-hander Harris ready. Harris comes home. Routine grounder to second. He's up with it. He flips the Stovall, and they get him. Terrapins gone. The Packers retire the side in order. The score still stands 6-4. Terrapins as we head for the bottom of the 8th inning. For Kansas City, here in the 8th, Herring, Kruger, and Gilmore. Here's Herring to start it off, right-hander. Herring can get on for you. Already with 3 hits in the game. Kruger waiting. 1 foot in the on-deck circle. Quinn gets set to work on him. Quinn into his motion. Delivers. Herring dribbles one to the left of the mound. Quinn can't reach it. Doolin charges in, grabs it, and throws in one motion. And nips Herring at first. 1 down. One out. Kruger walks up. Art is hitless in 3 at-bats. Kruger now ready. Pitcher Quinn eyeing Kruger. Now he's ready. Quinn to the wind. Wrapped back to the mound, and he spears it. Over to first, and Kruger is retired. Well, 2 outs. Gilmore is out to take his hacks. At the plate today, Gilmore is 1 for 2, and he sacrificed once. He's driven in a run. Quinn will go to work on him. Quinn brings it to the plate. Popped up, back toward the screen. Russell throws off his mask. It's playable, and he covers it for the final out. The Terrapins retire the side in order. Packers still with a 2-run deficit. Quinn, Meyer, and Zen to bat next. Pitcher Quinn to lead it off. Quinn waits. Easterly set. The pitch comes in. Loop to left toward the gap. And it drops for a hit. Kruger gets it back in, and Quinn is on at first. No outs, 9th inning, 1 on. Meyer is out to take his hacks, and he hacks from the right. Meyer has been up 4 times with a hit, and he scored a run. Right-hander Harris ready. He brings it in. Another wide one, ball 4. And Meyer heads down to first. And that's only the second walk issued by Harris. Nobody out. 9th inning, 2 on. Here's Zen. Zen, 4 trips, 4 hits. He's driven in a run. He has stolen 2 bases. And he's scored 3 runs, 4 hits. Good eye. Unlikely to bunt here. The batter stands in. Harris comes set. Zen gives it a ride. Gilmore back for it. I think it might go out. Yes, it does. It's long gone. A 3-run shot to deep right. Harris served up some cannon fodder that time. So Zen wins this round with a 3-run homer, his first home run of the season, and the Terrapins leave the Packers behind 9-4. And Zen now with 4 runs batted in the game. Walsh comes up to bat. Harris will go to work on him. Harris winds and fires. Walsh nubs it in front of home. Easterly pounces on it, drops it, picks it up again, and makes the throw to first. In time. And that's out number 1. Duncan comes up to bat. Batter ready. Catcher Easterly sets his target. The pitch. Duncan dribbles it to a third. Herring will have to hurry. The snap throw to first. In time to retire Duncan. And that's out number 2. Terrapins hitter Swasina. Catcher ready. The pitch. Swasina smashes one down the line. Herring grabs it near the bag. He wings a long throw to first and gets Swasina by a stride, and the side is retired. That'll do it for Baltimore. 3 runs on 2 hits, so the Terrapins have now taken a big lead. The score is 9-4 as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Packers will have Goodwin, Harris, and Chadburn here in the 9th. Here's Goodwin to start it off. Right-handed Quinn goes to the set position. The pitch. Fastball high. Free pass to Goodwin, and the up gives him first. And that's the first walk issued by Quinn. Next up, Kansas City hitter Harris. Quinn prepared to work. Packers manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. You can mark pitcher Harris out for the Packers. Schendel not letting him bat. He's sending Potts to the plate. Bats left. He shoulders a bat. He'll take his time getting to the box. So Harris gets his innings. He pitched 9 full innings. The line on him, 9 runs, 8 earned, on 14 hits. A homer. He stands to lose it unless the Packers can make up the 5-run deficit. Potts now up. Quinn comes set. Now he comes home with it. Line toward short, just out of reach. Meyer is chasing it. Goodwin is rounding second. They're holding Goodwin to second as the throw comes in. And Potts is on with a single, and that's his first hit this season. Next batter, Chadburn. Chadburn ready to bat. Quinn looking in at the target. Quinn brings it. Skied high to the left side. Doolin is drifting back. He's under it. Infield fly called. And he makes the catch. And the runners hold. Now coming to bat for the Packers, Easterly. Still looking for his first hit. Hitting streak now at 8. Quinn poised. The runners take their lead. The delivery from Quinn. Hooked down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, it's in play. Duncan's after it. Goodwin scores. Potts rounding third. The throw comes into Fasina. Easterly then standing with a double. And they're holding Potts at third. So a run scores on the Easterly double, but it's only one. Terrapins still lead. Working hours, 9-5. Easterly has now hit safely in 9 consecutive games. And that's the 10th base knock for the Packers in this game. We have Kenworthy to bat for the Packers, batting third. The Packers have Potts and Easterly at third and second, one away. Kenworthy is 1 for 4, and he scored once. Kenworthy is a threat. He's slugging for 47. Stovall on deck and head down. Measures his bat. Batter facing Quinn. Russell set. Terrapins playing for the out at first. He cranks and fires. It's grounded into the hole. Doolin dives, and he spears it. He's on his feet to first. And just gets him, but a run scores. But they still trail by 3, and Kenworthy now has 8 runs batted in on the season. For Kansas City, runner third, 2 gone. The next Packers batter is Stovall. He's their cleanup hitter. Stovall has a hit in 4 trips, and he scored once. Time's really running out for the Packers. Stovall takes his stance. Quinn gets set to pitch. Easterly with a good lead off third. The pitch. Line drive, base hit. Easterly trots in with a run. Left fielder Myers handles it cleanly and plays it to second. So Stovall with a ribby single, and the Packers get one back. They are within 2. Score 9-7. For Kansas City, Stovall down at first. 2 outs. Here's Perring. Perring has hit safely 3 times at 4 trips. 2 ribbies. He's stolen the base, and he scored 2 runs. The Terrapins lead the Packers 9-7. Perring grips his right shoulder, grabs the barrel of the bat, and taps the handle on the ground. Oh, he doesn't like that one. He'll get a new one. He's back. Quinn bends for the rosin bag. Batter in the box, waits for the pitch. And here comes Terrapins, manager Mack. He's asking Quinn for the ball. Wilhelm will take the mound for Baltimore, the right-hander. So Quinn gets his innings. He pitched 8 2/3. The line on him, 7 runs. So far, on 11 hits. 1 walk. He fans 2. He's responsible for the runner. He'll win it if they hold the 2-run lead. The right-handed Wilhelm sporting a generous 25.07 ERA. This is his 5th appearance. He's worked 4 2/3. His record, 3 losses. He's looking for 1 out. It's his game to save. Perring still not in the box. Wilhelm shakes out his arms. George stands in, waits. Pitcher Wilhelm set to go. Wilhelm cranks it up. Swung on. He goes the other way. Base hit right field. Duncan will play it on the hop. Stovall is 1 around second. But the coach is signaling to stop, and he puts on the brakes. As the throw comes in, the Packers put 2 singles back-to-back. The tying run is on. George with his 4th hit in this game. 2 gone, 3 runs in. It's now Kruger to bat. Kruger is 0 for 4. Kruger readying himself, taps the bat. Oh, he doesn't like that one. He'll get a new one. He's back. Stares into the dugout. Wilhelm positions his mitt. Kruger in the box. Lowers the brim of his cap. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on Wilhelm. Waits for the pitch. Wilhelm climbs the mound. Russell sets up. He brings it home. Lined hard over second. Base hit. Duncan is after it. He cuts it off. Stovall is well around third. Herring is around second. The throw comes into Quasina, and they're holding Stovall at third. Kruger loads them up for the single. So the Baltimore defenses have been breached. The tying run is now at second base. 2 away, ninth inning. Bases full. Gilmore up to hit. On the day, Gilmore is 1 for 3. And he gave himself up once. Driven in one. So Wilhelm either throws it over the dish or forces in a run. Gilmore readying himself. Wilhelm works the ball with his hand. The ump using his broom to clean off the plate. So now, the batter stands in. Waits. Wilhelm on the rubber. Wilhelm stares in for the sign. Right-handed Wilhelm ready. The pitch. Base hit right field. Duncan is after it. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Stovall scores. Herring is well around third. Kruger is around second. They're waving Herring in. They're holding Kruger with second. Here comes a throw home. Kruger is going for third on the throw. And Gilmore is headed for second. Here's a play at the plate, and he's safe ahead of the throw. And there's a play at second, and he's in standing. Good heads-up play. So fasten your seat belts once again. The winning run is now on third base. So the single drives in 2 big runs, and the Packers have tied this game. They're now even at 9. Just listen to that crowd. That gives Gilmore 7 RBI on the season. Okay, folks, listen up. It's now the port side swinger, Goodwin, to the bat. 2 gone, 5 runs in. Pep is 1 for 3 with a walk. Has a ribby. And he scored a run. Pep has 6 RBIs this season. Goodwin wipes his left sleeve across his forehead. Wilhelm stretches his arms above his head. He doesn't want to lose a plate here. Wilhelm needs to bear down here. The batter stands in. Pep has a look of determination on his face. Lowers the bat an inch or 2. Waits for the pitch. Wilhelm put on the rubber. Kruger alert at third. Wilhelm brings it to the plate. Loop to left. Toward the gap, and Meyer cuts it off on the bounce. It's all over. Kruger scores easily. Oh, those Packers. They win it here at home. The Terrapins let it get away at the end. The game winner comes on the last play of the game. In the end, it was a close one. The Terrapins have fallen to the Packers, 10-9. Here's the line for the Packers. 10 runs on 15 hits, 1 misadventure. They leave 8. For the Terrapins, 9 runs on 14 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they leave 5. Harris gets his first win. His record now 1-2. Wilhelm takes his 4th loss. His record now 0-4. So the Packers gain a step in this 4-game series. They now stand at 2-1. For the Packers, overall, they now stand at 4 wins and 8 losses. The Terrapins, overall, 5-7. In the next game, the Terrapins will have another try. Bye for now, everybody. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Kansas City. Final score? Kansas City, Packers, 10. Baltimore, Terrapins, 9.
got your hot diggity dog right here.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to Pittsburgh Rebels Baseball. And this is WAPBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. Today, we're wired here from Pittsburgh, where the Buffheads will meet the hometown Rebels before a hostile crowd. Overall, they now stand at 6-5. The Rebels come into this game in 4th place. They're 2.5 games behind the leader. On the league leaderboards, they enter this game 6th in batting at 249. Tied for 2nd in home runs with 5. This is the 2nd of a 3-game set. The Rebels won the first. The Rebels take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Rebels. Bradley at first base. Lewis at second. Holly, the shortstop. Lennox at third. The outfield consists of Savage in left field, Oaks in center field, and McDonald over in right. Barry is behind the plate and on the mound for the Rebels. The right-handed Kamnitz. Now this is Kamnitz's 4th start of the season. His record 1-2. He won on his last outing. Howie has worked 16 innings. His ERA at 4.86. He will be facing Buffhead starter left-hander Moran. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Egler to lead it off for the Buffheads. Joe doing good work at the plate, batting .302. Egler has patience. Catcher ready. Now the pitch. Egler got under it. It's drifting near the stands past first. Bradley is there. He has it for out number 1. One out, first inning. It's now Delahanty to bat. Frank has been slow out of the gate. His average at 182. Delahanty does not reach a lot. He stands in. Catcher ready. Kamnitz delivers. Loop to left toward the gap. And it drops for a hit. Savage gets it back in, and Delahanty is on at first. All right, Henford up the bat. The Buffheads have one away. Runner on first. To date, offensively, hitting .300. Charlie has 1 homer on the season. He's knocked in 9. He's walked 4 times and he's 45 trips. Barry talking with Kamnitz. They want to hold Delahanty close. Kamnitz is ready to fire it in. The pitch from Kamnitz. Oh, it nails him in the ribs. The umpire's calling time. The trainer's out. Henford's in pain. It doesn't look good. Charlie doesn't seem to be badly hurt. The report from the clubhouse. Henford injured for the rest of the day. Kamnitz on the rubber, checks the runners. Buffheads, skipper McGraw walking down the bench. Henford is injured. Who are you going to call? McGraw will hustle Collins out to run for him. He'll probably keep him into play in the outfield. He's not blazing, but he's quick. Buffheads. Skipper McGraw wants that run. For Buffalo. Delahanty at second. Collins at first. One gone. Buffalo now sends Smith the bat from the right. He's their cleanup hitter. Batting 54. He has not driven in a run this season. Kamnitz on the rubber. Kamnitz looking home. The runners take their lead. Here's the delivery. High and tight. The ump says ball 4. And Smith will get down to first. And the bases are loaded. We have Blair, the bat for the Buffheads. For Buffalo. The table is set. One out. Hitting at .243. On the season, Blair has 4 runs batted in. Kamnitz climbs a mound. Pitcher Kamnitz set to go. Infield back at double play depth. The pitch. Blair doesn't offer. And he draws a free pass. Kamnitz is upset with himself. His control has deserted him for the moment, and that walks in a run. And the bases are still loaded. Kamnitz kicks the rubber. Not happy with that pitch. And the Buffheads go ahead by a run, 1-0 here in the first. And Blair now has 5 runs batted in on the season. 1 out, first inning. Bases loaded. Downey the hit. Tom itching to bust out of this early slump. Tom hitting 139. Tom has driven home 6 runs for the season. Kamnitz climbs a mound. Infield deep. The runners take their lead. Kamnitz brings it home. Ouch! Caught him in the leg. He couldn't get out of the way. He's rubbing that leg. Downey's in pain, but he seems to be okay. And he trots down to first. And that forces in a run. RBI for Downey. And the bases are still loaded. And Buffalo increases its lead. This ball game now 2-0. That gives Downey 7 RBI on the season. The Buffheads have 1 away. The table is set. Smith, Blair, Downey around the diamond. Here's left-handed Bonin to take his swings. Unreliable at the plate on the season. 4 for 16. He's walked twice. An RBI opportunity for Luther. Kamnitz, foot on the rubber. Infield deep. The runners take their lead. Now the delivery. Cut on. A topper out front. Kamnitz has it. Throws to the plate. Out. The throw to first. They turn it. A double play. And they get out of the inning. For the Buffheads, 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 men left on base. They move ahead in the game. Buffheads, 2 Rebels coming up. For the Buffheads, on the league leaderboards, they're 7th in batting at .227. Tied for first in stolen bases with 13. 2nd in ERA at 2.83. It's still early in the season. The Buffheads come into this game in 5th place, having lost 4 in a row. They're 4 games behind the leader. The Buffheads take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Buffheads. Egler at first base. Downey at second. Wirtz the shortstop. Smith at third. The trio in the outfield. In left, it's Delahanty. We don't have the missing player's name yet. And over in right, Bonin. Blair is behind the plate. And today's slap man for Buffalo, the lefty, Moran. This is Moran's 2nd start of the season. No record yet. Harry has worked 9 full innings. His ERA at 3. Collins stays in. He goes to center field for the Buffheads. All right. Savage to lead it off for the Rebels. The switch hitting Jimmy will bat right. Some success so far. Now batting .302. He'll wait for his pitch. Moran looking in. Now Moran pitches. And it's popped up behind home plate. Blair making the call. And the catch. One away. McDonald is now up. The hits have really been falling in for him. His 15 hits put him at 385. 2 homers, 5 RBI. 4 consecutive games with a double. Batter waits. Blair crouched down now. The pitch. And it's popped up behind home plate. Blair making the call. And the catch. And that's the second out. Okay, 2 gone. Right-handed batter Lennox now walks out to bat. To date, hitting at 289, 2 home runs, and he's driven in 7, 9 walks in his 49 trips. Ed steps up. Left-hander Moran ready. The pitch. He swings, but he held up. Nope, he went too far. Ed is down on strikes. Side retired. So the Rebels go in order. The score is still 2-0 Buffalo as we go to the top of the second inning. Wirtz, Moran, and Egler due up for Buffalo. Here's Wirtz to start it off. Wirtz is still a question mark. We have not seen much of him to date, batting 1 for 8. The batter stands in. Chemnitz prepared to work. Here he comes. On the hands, it's a slow roller toward Lennox. He charges, scoops it over to first. Just in time, 1 away. Moran comes up to bat. On the season, he's 0 for 3. Moran steps up to the plate. Chemnitz looking home. The pitch. Popped up. Back toward the screen. Berry throws off his mask. It's playable. And he covers it. And that's the second out. Egler, the hit. He's their leadoff hitter. Egler waits. Right-handed Chemnitz goes to the set position. The delivery. Low. Ball 4. Joe hustles down to first, and that's already the third walk issued by Chemnitz. Egler on first. 2 down. We have Delahanty to bat for the Buffheads. He stands in. Chemnitz is ready to fire it in. First baseman Bradley holding the runner on. He delivers, can't find the strike zone. That's ball 4, and Delahanty coaxes a walk. And there's a runner in scoring position. 2 on, the top of the second inning. Buffalo now sends Collins to bat. The switch hitter will be a lefty against Chemnitz. An unlikely hero. Chemnitz comes set. The offering from Chemnitz. Chopper back to the mound. Chemnitz comes in. Picks it up. Fires to first. And gets him by a step to retire the side. The half for the Buffheads. 0-0-0. They leave 2. They cannot add to their lead. Buffheads stop 2-0. Oaks, Bradley, and Berry to bat next. Oaks starts it for the Rebels. Rebels starting off well, batting 289. He's in a surge. He's queued up 7 games with a hit. Left-hander Moran ready. Moran brings it. Base hit center field. Collins is over. Scoops it up. And Oaks holds first for the single. Add 1 to the hitting streak. Now 8 games. Bradley walking up the bat. On the year, his average is .378. He has 5 RBIs. He's walked 3 times in his 41 trips. Bradley now ready. Pitcher Moran eyeing Bradley. Now he's ready. First baseman Egler perched right in front of the bag. The pitch, Bradley squibs it to the left side. A swinging bunt. Smith charges it, picks it up, guns it to first, and they get him. 1 away. Oaks moves to second on the play. 1 out, second inning, 1 on. Here's Berry. To date offensively, hitting at .154. He has 5 RBIs. He has walked once. Batter waits. Moran prepared to work. Speedy Oaks edging toward third. The offering to Berry, line to left. Delahanty charges and takes it on the bounce. Oaks rounds third. The throw comes into Smith, and they're holding Oaks at third. Okay, Holly up the bat. Rebels with runners at the corners, 1 down. Ice cold bat, batting .154. Pitcher Moran eyeing Holly. Now he's ready. Buffheads playing for the double play. The runners take their lead. The pitch. High fly ball to right center. Collins is chasing it down. So is Bonin. Collins waves him off and brings it down. Oaks is tagging. They're waving Oaks in. Here comes the throw. And he's safe easily. Holly picks up a sac fly and an RBI. Berry retreats and holds first. And the Rebels is sneaking up on the Buffheads. They are within 1. Score now 2-1. Now coming to bat for the Rebels, Lewis. So far at the plate, hitting .216. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked 3 times in his 41 trips. Batter waits. Left-hander Moran ready. The pitch. Swung on, grounded hard to short. He knocks it down. He's up with it. Fires to first. And gets him by a step. And that's out number 3. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. A run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 left. They score, but still trail by 1 after 2. 2-1 Buffheads. For Buffalo, here in the third, Smith, Blair, and Downey. Incidentally, looking at Lewis out at second. On the league leaderboards, he's third in double plays with 9. And alongside him, Holly, number 2 in double plays with 10. Here's Smith to lead it off. Right-handed hitter to face Kamnitz. He entered this game third in walks with 8. In this game, he has 1 walk. He stands in. Kamnitz looking in. The pitch. Paints the black. Strike 3 call. 1 down. Buffheads hitter Blair. Walter steps up. Kamnitz gets set to work on him. The pitch from Kamnitz. Cut on. Routine fly to left field. Savage drifts over. Plenty of room. And he covers it 2 away. Next up, Buffalo hitter Downey. In the league, he's tied for first in steals with 5. Berry sets up. Kamnitz winds up. High fly ball to left. Savage is racing to the line into foul territory. He stumbles, but he keeps his feet, and he makes the catch. 3 away. Nice play. No runs, no hits, no errors, midway through the third. After 2.5, it's still 2-1 Buffheads. The Rebels will have Chemnitz, Savage, and McDonald here in the third. Chemnitz starts it for the Rebels. At the plate this season, nothing in 7 trips. And walk once. Moran gets set to pitch. Moran fires it in. It's up to the right side. Aigler feels it on the big bounce. He will flip to Moran. And Chemnitz is safe. Aigler tossed the ball well behind Moran. He'll pick up an error on that play. No outs, third inning, 1 on. Next up, Savage. He's the top of the order. He stands in. Left-hander Moran, ready. They're holding Chemnitz. Chemnitz about 2 feet from first. Moran now. Savage lofts an air ball to left. Delahanty. Then Collins range over. Delahanty says he'll take it. And just barely does. A little snow cone in his glove. That's out number 1. Chemnitz gets back to first. McDonald coming up. On the league leaderboards, he's 8 in batting. His average now at .375. Second in slugging. Tied for second in home runs with 2. Batter set. Moran set. The pitch. Hooked down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Fair ball. But Bonin is right there to make a fine running catch. 2 away. Chemnitz hurries back to first as the throw comes in. Okay, Lennox is stepping up to hit against Moran. He's a right-handed batter for Pittsburgh. 2 away. Runner on first. He came into this game tied for second in home runs with 2. Tied for first in walks with 9. Moran is ready to fire it in. It's a bullet to Wirtz. Caught. To retire the side. For the Rebels, no runs on no hits. The Buffheads made an error. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Buffheads still leading by 1. Bottom of the lineup, Bonin, Wirtz, and Moran coming up. Bonin to lead it off for the Buffheads. He swings from the left side. Bonin gets in there. Chemnitz looking home. The pitch. Yanked towards second. Lewis feels it. He flips to first. High throw. But they get him. 1 away. One away. Nobody on. Wirtz the hit. Right-hander Chemnitz ready. The pitch. Called strike. Strike 1. Wirtz ready to take on Chemnitz again. Right-hander Chemnitz ready. He lets one go. Wirtz lofts an air job to left. Savage and Oaks range over. Savage says he'll take it, and he covers it, and that's the second out. Okay, pitcher Moran to hit. 2 away. Moran now ready. Right-hander Chemnitz ready. Here he comes. And it's chopped down the first base line. Bradley covers it and touches the bag to retire the side. The Rebels retire the side in order. After 3.5, it's still 2-1 Buffheads. Oaks, Bradley, and Berry due up for Pittsburgh. Oaks will get it started for the Rebels. He's a port sider. He entered this game 5th in runs batted in with 10. Now Moran ready. The pitch. A whiff, one away. Bradley up there. He entered this game 10th in hitting. His average now at .368. Moran looking home. Moran over the offering. And he pops him up. Smith comes off third. Foul ground. And he gloves it for the out. For the second out. Berry comes up the bat. Moran poised. Moran over the offering. Swung on. A squibber in front of the plate. Moran is in. Picks it up. Spins. Fires to first. In time. So the Rebels go quietly. The score still 2-1. Rebels trail. The Rebels will face the top of the order here in the 5th. Aigler, Delahanty, and Collins. To get it going, Aigler. Hitting at .295. Catcher Berry sets his target. Here comes the pitch. Lined hard to right toward the gap. And McDonald cuts it off on the bounce. But he bobbles it. Aigler's headed for second. Here comes the throw. And he's safe ahead of the ball. McDonald picks up an error. Scored that a single. One on. Delahanty will bat next for Buffalo. Frank 1 for 1 with a walk. And he scored once. Batter set. Kamnitz foot on the rubber. Kamnitz gets set to pitch. Aigler extending his lead. Now Kamnitz comes home with it. Delahanty squares. It's bunted to the first base side. Bradley picks it up. Looks at third and goes to Lewis, covering first for the easy out. Delahanty gets the job done. Aigler moves to third. One away. 5th inning. One on. Collins walks up. Unreliable at the plate. He will strike out. Collins now ready. Kamnitz on the rubber. Pitcher Kamnitz eyeing Collins. Now he's ready. They're playing him in. Kamnitz watching Aigler at third. Kamnitz brings it home. Collins started the swing. Did he hold up? They check with the third base ump. A base on balls for Collins. And there are runners at the corner. And that's the 5th walk issued by Kamnitz. That was Collins' first walk of the season for the Buffheads. They're playing their game on the league leaderboards. Let's see. They entered this game 3rd in walks. Smith the hit. He's their cleanup hitter. 2 on, 1st and 3rd. 1 out. Fred does not get extra base hits. He will strike out. Kamnitz gets set to work on him. Infield is back. Speeded Aigler edging down the line. The pitch. Swung on. Bouncer to Lewis. Goes to second for 1. Back to first for 2. Yes! Double play. And they get out of the inning. The half for the Buffheads. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They leave 1. So the Buffheads fail to capitalize on the runner. The score still 2-1. Rebels trail. Bottom of the lineup. Holly, Lewis, and Kamnitz coming up. Leading off, Holly. Catcher Blair sets his target. He cranks and fires. Swung on and missed. 1 away. Lewis is up next. You don't see Jack on much. He's a free swinger. Lewis, ready. Moran, ready. The pitch is on the way. It's a ground hugger to short. Wirtz gloves it and easily throws out Lewis. 2 away. Chemnitz to face Moran. Left-hander Moran, ready. The pitch. Paints the black. Strike 3 called. 3 down. So the Rebels go down to 1-2-3. Buffheads still leading by 1. For Buffalo, it'll be Blair, Downey, and Bonin. Blair to lead it off. Hitting at 237. Right-hander Chemnitz, ready. Swing and a miss. Blair goes down on strikes. 1 away. Downey getting ready to go. His average at 135. Chemnitz looking in at the target. The pitch. Spanked hard to the right of second. It skips past Lewis for a base hit. He didn't have enough time to react to that smash, and Downey is aboard with a single. All right, here's left-handed Bonin to take his swings for Buffalo. 1 down, 1 on. Hitting 222. Downey will take a big lead. He has the speed. He stands in. Chemnitz poised. Chemnitz fires it in. Swung on, strike. Downey is trying for the steal. Berry strong arms it down there. The photo finish. The ump signals out. 2 gone. So Bonin steps back in. Berry sets up. The pitch. Swung on toward the gap. McDonald races back. He stabs for it and makes the catch in the webbing. Side retired. The line for the Buffheads. No runs on 1 hit. So the Buffheads maintain their thin lead. We've played 5.5. Rebels still down by 1. Top of the order here for Pittsburgh. And the 6th, Savage, McDonald, and Lennox. Savage to lead it off for the Rebels. He'll bat from the right side this time. In the box now. Moran focuses in on the target. Moran winds up. Breaking ball, cut on. And missed. Savage goes down swinging. 1 down. The next Rebels batter is McDonald. He's a left-handed batter. McDonald knows how to get on base. Moran prepared to work. The pitch. It's a ground hugger to short. Wirtz gloves it and easily throws out McDonald. 2 away. Lennox coming up. Lennox 0 for 2. Lennox is a threat. He's slugging 500. Lennox steps up to the plate. Moran poised. Moran kicks and deals. And it's hit on a line to right center. Collins with a long run. He'll get there. Lennox is gone. 3 down. So the Rebels go down to 1-2-3. After 6, it's still 2-1. Buffheads. But Buffheads will have Wirtz, Moran, Van Agler here in the 7th. Wirtz will start it off here in the 7th. Bats from the right. Wirtz is still a question mark. We have not seen much of him. Wirtz steadies his bat. Chemnitz prepares to come home. Now the delivery. It's a ground hugger to short. Holly gloves it and easily throws out. Wirtz, one away. Pitcher Moran to hit. One gone. Berry crouched down now. Now the pitch. Bounce to Holly. He feels it. Takes his time. Throws over to Bradley. And Moran is gone. Two away. Eggler walking up the bat. Eggler 1 for 2 with a walk. He stands in. Kamnitz gets set to work on him. The pitch. Kamnitz loses him, and he trots down to first. And that's 6 free tickets by Kamnitz. Okay, here's Delahanty. 2 away. Eggler down at first for Buffalo. In this game, Delahanty is 1 for 1. Walked once, and he gave himself up once, and he scored once. Batter facing Kamnitz. Right-handed Kamnitz goes to the set position. And the pitch comes in. Low, and there goes Eggler. Here's a peg for Berry. The tag. Eggler racks up a stolen base. That's his third steal of the season. So Delahanty will get back in there. Right-hander Kamnitz ready. Speedy Eggler edging toward third. He delivers. It's lined to center field. Oaks is chasing it down. Still after it. He's up with it. Eggler is well around third. They're waving Eggler in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, Delahanty holds it first for the single. So the single drives in 1. It's now 3-1 ball game, and Delahanty now has 4 runs batted in on the season. Collins up there. Collins has a walk and 2 trips, and he scored a run. Collins in the box. Kamnitz gets set to pitch. First baseman Bradley ready for a throw from Kamnitz. He comes home, low and away, and Delahanty takes off. Here's a peg for Berry, and they nail him. And that's the Buffheads' second time caught stealing. That's 3 away. That'll do it for Buffalo. A run on 1 hit. They leave none. They give Moran some extra room. Buffheads over the Rebels, 3-1, and they'll try to hang on to that lead as they take the field. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, strike you out at the old ball game.
Oaks, Bradley, and Berry to bat next. Well, Oaks to lead it off for the Rebels. He hits from the left. Oaks now ready. Blair set. Moran winds up. Pulled hard down the line. Fair ball. Bonin is racing for it into the corner. Oaks is around second. He's going for third. Downey, relay. Not in time. Safe at third. Triple from Oaks. Second hit for Oaks in the game, and his third triple of the season. The Rebels have no outs. 1 on at third. Now Bradley to face Moran. Bats right. Batting .359. He rarely strikes out. Batter ready. Moran gets set to work on him. Buffhead's playing for the out at first. Oaks at third with his arms out, crouched. Moran fires it in on the fists. Bradley fights it off to the right side, and it's into shallow right for a base hit. Oaks scores. Bradley holds first with a single. So Bradley with a ribby single, and the Rebels get one back, cutting that lead in half. The fans want more. That gives Bradley 6 RBI on the season. Berry up there. Berry has a hit and 2 at-bats. Bradley will get a good jump. Moran climbs the mound. Lefty against righty. Left-handed Moran goes to the set position. McGraw, the smiling Buddha. Moran fires it in. Hooked down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Fair ball. But Bonin is right there to make a fine running catch. One down. And Bradley returns to first as the throw comes in. Holly now walks out to bat. The Rebels have one gone. Bradley on first. On the day, he's 0 for 1. One ribby. Moran will go to work on him. Here comes a pitch. Toward the gap. Delahanty is over. Cuts it off on the bounce. Bradley is rounding second. But the third base coach is on the job. Bradley stops at second as the throw comes in. And Holly has a single. The tying run is now at second base. Lewis, the hit. The Rebels have one gone. Bradley on second. Holly on first. Down by 1. Hitting at 205. Jack has driven home 2 runs for the season. Moran sets up on the rubber again. Lefty against righty. Checks the runners. The runners take their lead. Here comes a pitch. Grounded hard to short. Could be 2. Wirtz fields it. Flips to Downey at second. Over to first. Oh, double play. And they get out of the inning. For the Rebels, a run on 3 hits. They score, but still trail by 1. Rebels down 3-2 for the Rebels. Their record 4-1 in one-run games. Pittsburgh will now face the heart of the Buffheads lineup, albeit one that has undergone some surgery. Collins, Smith, and Blair. Collins to lead it off for the Buffheads. Bill has a walk and 2 trips, and he scored once. Collins waiting for Chemnitz. Now Chemnitz ready. Here he comes. Bunted to the left side. A little too hard. Lennox has it. Slings it to first and gets him. Collins thought he'd catch Lennox snapping. 1 away. Now Smith to face Chemnitz. Bats right. He's their cleanup hitter. Smith does not get on much. Smith walked once. He's 0 for 2. Berry set. He delivers. Slashed into the hole. Lewis to his left. He has it. Over to Bradley. Smith is gone. 2 down. The Buffheads have 2 outs. Nobody on. Blair is stepping up to hit against Chemnitz. Blair, 1 free ticket in 3 trips. Driven in 1. Now Chemnitz ready. Here's a pitch. Blair looks at strike 3. Side retired. For the Buffheads, 3 up, 3 down. The score still 3-2. Rebels trail. Chemnitz, Savage, and McDonald to bat next. Chemnitz is scheduled to hit. We'll have to see if he stays in the game. They need to get him on. Moran is on the slab, shakes off the sign. Now he has one he likes. The Pittsburgh crowd pressing on Chemnitz. The pitch is on the way. Loop to left toward the gap. And it drops for a hit. Delahanty gets it back in, and Chemnitz is on at first. The tying run is on, and that's his first hit this season. He claps his hands. No outs, 8th inning, 1 on. Pittsburgh now sends Savage to bat. The switch-hitting Jimmy will bat right. He's their leadoff hitter. Jimmy 0 for 3. Rebels, but as a possibility here, it would take power to score Chemnitz. Moran climbs the mound, now glances at Chemnitz. The pitch is on the way. Savage lays off the pitch. Ball 4. Savage takes his base, and that moves the tying run into scoring position. And that's the first walk issued by Moran. Well, McDonald is out to take his hacks. He hits from the left. The Rebels have no outs. Chemnitz on second. Savage on first. Tex has 5 RBIs this season. Tex is 0 for 3. Watch for the bunt here. Moran climbs the mound. Lennox waves a weighted bat on deck. Checks the runners. McGraw watching attentively. The runners take their lead. Quick move to the plate. Pop foul behind first. Downey is over. He's under it and hauls it in. And the runners hold. Okay, 2 on, first and second, 1 away. It's now Lennox the bat. On the season, Lennox has 7 runs batted in. Lennox is hitless in 3 at-bats. Moran sets up on the rubber again. Blair ready to receive. The runners take their lead. The pitch, Lennox doesn't offer, and he draws a free pass. That fills the bases and puts the tie only 90 feet away. And that's only the second walk issued by Moran. Moran was visibly upset. He's strolling around the mound. He's going to take his time. Bases loaded. The bottom of the 8th inning. Oakes steps up to face Moran. He swings from the left side. Now batting .312. Oakes is 2 for 3, and he scored twice. Savage at second can fly. If he scores, the Rebels take the lead. Oakes preparing to bat. Stares into the dugout. Moran inspects the ball. The ump is dusting off the plate. Batter in the box. Loosens his grip slightly. Now ready. Moran sets up on the rubber again. Ever the fans pressing on Oakes. They're pulled in around the infield. The runners take their lead. Moran fires it in. Oakes strokes it sharply toward short. Wirtz into the hole. Fires home. Out. Blair throws to first. And they get him. Oh, double play. And they get out of the inning. The line for the Rebels. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 2. They had a good chance, but did not cash in. The score is still 3-2. Buffalo, as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Downey, Bonnet, and Wirtz due up for Buffalo. Here's Downey to lead it off. Right-hander. Tom does not get extra base hits. On the day, Downey is 1 for 2. He also reached once when he was hit by the pitch. He's driven in a run. Batter waits. Berry crouched down now. The pitch. Taken for a strike. Downey goes down looking. He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by. 1 down. Now Bonnet to face Chemnitz, left side batter. 1 gone. Luther does not get extra base hits. Bonnet 0 for 3. Batter set. Berry crouched down now. Here comes the pitch. Cut on, ground ball to Lennox. He's up with it. The throw across the diamond, out at first. 2 down. Now Wirtz to face Chemnitz. Bats right. 2 away. Dell 0 for 3. Right-hander Chemnitz. Ready. The pitch. Wirtz nudges a little worm killer to second. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Lewis, and Wirtz is out at first. 3 down. So the Buffheads go in order. The score still stands 3-2. Buffheads as we head for the bottom of the 9th inning. For Pittsburgh, it'll be Bradley, Barry, and Holly. Here's Bradley to lead it off. Right-handed batter to face Moran. He needs to get on base. Now batting .375. Bradley 1 for 3. 1 ribby. Moran has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. The ump using his broom to clean off the plate. Bradley steps up to the plate, waits for the pitch. Moran climbs a mound. Blair sets up. The pitch from Moran. High fly ball to deep right center. Collins is racing to the track. So is Bonin. Collins waves him off and brings it down. 1 away. Well, the Rebels with only 2 outs left. Barry's up. Claude 1 for 3. Claude was not a slugger. Barry takes his place in the box. Now ready. Moran put on the rubber. The pitch. Cut on, ripped to right centered. Bonin gallops for it. He cuts it off. Barry wisely holds first. The tying run is on. Second safety for Barry. All right, 1 away. Barry on at first. Holly will bat next for Pittsburgh. On the day, Holly is 1 for 2. 1 ribby. Holly tucks in his shirt, takes a quick glance at the scoreboard. Moran works the ball with his hand. Moran shakes out his arms. The ump is dusting off the plate. Holly steps up to the plate, sets his cap. Now ready. Moran on the rubber. Now glances at Barry. Now he throws to first. And Barry he's back standing. Now Moran is back on the rubber. Holly pounds it on the ground. Downey stops it on 1 hop. Shovels to Wirtz for the force. And he leaps over Barry. Then guns it to first. Not in time. Holly reaches. But they get the lead runner. 2 down. Lewis walks up. Runner on first. 2 gone. Down by 1. Lewis is 0 for 3. Jack does not get extra base hits. Swift-footed Holly at first. Lewis grips his right shoulder. Moran inspects the ball. The batter stands in. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on Moran. Taps the plate with his bat. Leans in. Moran sets up on the rubber again. We can feel the crowd up here pressing on Lewis. Left-hander Moran ready. First baseman Egler right on the bag. He cranks and fires. Lewis tops the ball. It bounces to the left side, past the lunging Smith. And by the outstretched glove of Wirtz, that ball had eyes. Holly is around second. But the third base coach has his arms in the air. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, and Jack is on with a single. So here we go, sports fans. The tying run is now at second base. Chemnitz is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. At the plate this season, he's 1 for 9 and walked once. Batter in the box, he's 1 for 3 here. Moran on the rubber, checks the runners. The pitch. Chopper back to the mound. Moran comes in, picks it up, fires to first, and gets him by a step to retire the side. The Rebels fall. They have lost this game. The Buffheads prevail. The Rebels leave the winning run on. The suspense is resolved. The Buffheads take the 3-2 decision. Here's the line for the Buffheads. 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They leave 5 for the Rebels. 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 miscue, and they leave 7. Moran gets his first win. His record now 1-0. Chemnitz takes his third loss. His record now 1-3. So the Buffheads gain a step in this 3-game series. They now stand at 1-1 for the Buffheads. The 4-game losing streak comes to a close for the Buffheads. Overall, they now stand at 5-6. The Rebels overall 6 wins, 6 losses. In the next game, the Rebels will have another try. And this game is in the books. This is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Pittsburgh. Buffheads take this one from the Rebels, 3-2.